Oh, this is such an exciting day. I have Sherri from our afternoons and weekends. You hear her on the Brant and Sherri show. And Sherri Lynn, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Greg. I'm glad to be here. Glad.
We don't usually get to hear you this early in the morning.
Yeah, you know what? Are you a morning person, Greg? I mean, you have to be up in the morning, but Are you a morning person? No?
No.
You know what? Me either, Greg. I came to a realization when I was doing mornings early in my career. You are not pleasant in the morning.
I'm not?
Me. Now, you make that determination for yourself, Greg. But I am not pleasant in the morning, but I'm going to do my best here.
I always joke, I used to be on TV and now radio, and both in the mornings. I'm not a morning person, but I play one on TV.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, my goodness, to have to fake it on TV, at least in the radio, like in this booth, no one sees you, but wow, that would be very difficult for me on TV.
Yeah, we did wear shorts. And then a suit top. So, we were able to cheat and, the facade of TV.
Sure, business up top, different. Party on the bottom. I got it.
But there is a facade of radio, too.
That's true.
So we try not to be too facade-ish, if that's a word. I don't know. Did I just make up a word?
I think that's okay. I'm going to start using it. Facade-ish.
I like it. Oh, boy. So we have you on the afternoons 3 to 7 weekdays and then 4 to 8 on Saturdays. And I have to just say, whenever I talk with people and I mention Brant and Sherri, they're like, I love her laugh.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, we
sweet.
thought that if we could just get several laughs from you today and just make laugh tracks from them, then our morning show would sound as fun as your afternoons.
I appreciate that. You know what the funny thing is, Greg, is when I started with Brant, I started hearing that, and it's sweet, and I appreciate it. And of course, there were people who felt the opposite of that, and that's fine too. I get it.
They're entitled to be wrong.
Yeah, it's polarizing. But you know what? My whole family laughs like this.
Yeah.
So I had no idea there was anything distinct about it or anything that this is why if we all go to the Olive Garden when I was younger, they would put us in a room by ourselves. Like no matter what restaurant we went to, it was like, oh, here they come. And they'd put us to the side because everyone laughs like this. So when people say that's so sweet, but I never noticed it until people started saying it.
Did the people in the restaurant go, I'll have what that family is having?
Yeah. A couple of them, if I could, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, I want to go to that lunch or dinner. I'm just saying that right now. That sounds like
it's a lot of fun. Well, you know what? I took Brant one time, right?
Yeah.
And it's just so funny because everyone is like me, so it's just loud and very extroverted and just a lot. And I let him, because he said what you said, Greg, I want to be a part of it. And I was like, okay, Brant Hansen, come on along.
Yeah.
So I took him to a family dinner. And I sat him like in the thick of it, like with my uncles and all of them. And I sat on the other side of the room just to watch. And I literally could watch those people steal his energy. Like I could see, if you could watch a battery draining, like the actual graph of a battery losing energy, I could see it. And then we had another event we had to go to, and we were driving, and he slept the entire time in the car. Because they had taken every piece of energy they could.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how we are.
How fun. So tell me about your family, about your upbringing. What was that like? Where was that?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
And so I am a Steelers fan. Please don't hold that against me, everybody.
I'm sorry.
I know. Yeah, no, I know.
There is forgiveness in Christ.
I promise everybody I know. Just love me as your sister in the Lord. But yes, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My mother was essentially a single mother and raised my brother and I with my aunt, her sister. And went to school there, born and raised. I left Pennsylvania when I joined the show with Brant, and we've been doing this show for 10 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, I heard some of your story on Purposely. We had you do a Purposely podcast.
Yeah.
And I was just amazed. It was such a moving story to get to hear your background.
Yeah.
And this week, Passion Meets Purpose podcast. Is that right?
Yeah. So excited about that. Yes. Have a chance to talk with
so
Sarah.
fun.
Yeah. So exciting.
We have you the whole week doing that.
Yes. So we're going to have a ball with that. And, I I always think of friendship, Greg, and I'm sure you do too. When you're on the radio, I don't think about however many people, quote unquote, we're talking to, or on a podcast, how many people. It's like one person. I'm talking to one person, and we're hanging out and talking and being real with each other, and that's one of my favorite things.
Oh, I love that. And people can find that on our website, praise1065.com. Under the radio tab, just go to podcasts and look for Brought Back to Life. And you can hear Sherri sharing her story. Oh, is that what the name Sherri comes from? From sharing?
No. I not originally. Now it probably does. Here she goes sharing again.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. Well, we just love having you on. And,
Thank you.
And you do the Brant Hansen Show, but you do a lot more than that as well.
Yeah, I have a podcast series coming up. Now, I named it this. Guys, just go with me if you would. The name of the podcast is Snacks and Good Company.
Snacks and Good Company?
Snacks and Good Company,
Okay.
right. So I told people that. They were like, what in the world? I said, those are my two favorite things. If I have my favorite snack and really good company, that's the best day ever, right?
Yeah.
And then if we're talking about things that are a little harder to talk about, like this, it's a limited series. So this series will be talking about being a mother. And I don't have kids, but I think it's the most important job in the world. And I'm talking to younger mothers, and then we're talking to older moms who are giving them wisdom on how they got through it, right? So we're talking to moms with young kids, and then we're talking to older moms who have adult kids, and kind of just getting wisdom and laughter, and you're not alone. Yeah, if your kid did that, well, my kid did this, and and we're all eating snacks, and we're just talking through it, and it has such a great feel because, no one's trying to be super religious, so to speak. When you have Fritos and your favorite soda, you know what I mean? You're just hanging out with your friends and talking about the goodness of God and where we're all messing up and that He still loves us.
And wiping the orange Frito dust on your shirt.
Absolutely, or the more purplish one if you get the barbecue ones, which are some of my favorite. Everybody, the twist ones. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So where can people find this?
It will be on the website, so on purposely.com.
On purposely.com. Okay,
That's right.
Excellent. So fun. Well, thank you, Sherri, for joining us, and we look forward to hearing you in the afternoon as well, and on Saturdays. So,
Thank you so much, Greg. I was glad to be here.
Oh, Sherri Lynn, it's been a joy, and we love your laugh, and we look forward to hearing it again soon.
Thank you, friend.